Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Future Trading with Mike. Today is July the 29th. It's Friday morning and we're looking at the charts on the ES futures. Now these are my charts. I have 4 panels set up here, or 4 charts set up here. But I always like to start off and thank everyone who's currently tuned in and watching the videos. And not just that, but everyone who's actually subscribed to the channel. So thank you for subbing to the channel. If you are a subscriber, please make sure that you have your post notifications turned on so that you never miss one of the uploads. Simply click on that little bell icon next to the subscribe button. If you're a newcomer to the channel, thank you for viewing. However you found the channel, I'm sure you're here for a reason, whether it's to watch, the me trade the ES, or maybe you're an ES trader yourself, or maybe you're trying to learn supply and demand in a sense, whatever the case is. But I have tons of videos on my channel where you can watch my live recorded sessions of me trading the ES futures. But lately I've kind of mixed things up because I wanted to kind of bring some additional content or different content to the channel to where I'm talking about certain topics surrounding trading, and some of them kind of near and dear to my heart. Me, kind of opening behind the closed doors of me personally talking about my own personal adventure and my journey. So just various topics at hand, okay? All right, so let's kind of get into it. So if you are a newcomer and like I said, we welcome you in. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the team today. And make sure to turn your post notifications on by clicking on the little bell icon, okay? We also have a Discord community up. Discord, yes. So if you're interested in joining the Discord community, all you have to do is find the link down in the description portion of this video below and click on it and invite yourself in. Okay, so here's the Discord channel. We have close to 200 members in the Discord right now, and I mean, as you can see, people are sharing their charts. It's just a collective group of traders that have come together, and we like to share ideas in the morning. And it doesn't really just have to be in the morning, but people ask questions. Someone's always going to give you an answer. I'm on there, so as the session is actually open, we're talking about our ideas and thoughts about the market. We're talking about levels. Like I just said, people are asking questions that maybe beginners, or not even beginners, that maybe just anybody just have curious questions about anything pertaining to the future markets. And you don't just have to join if you're just an ES trader. I mean, some people trade the MES, which are the micros, the NASDAQ. It doesn't really matter. As long as you trade the future markets, you are welcome to come in, because somebody else in the community probably is trading the same instrument or market that you actually trade, okay? So we welcome you in. Just find the link down in the description portion of the video, this video below, or any of the videos, and come on and join today. Other than that, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. I wanted to share with you guys, because I've done a little trading already, and I may, depending on what the market does today, take a few trades. But I'm going to share with you a trade or two that I took yesterday evening, because I knew I wouldn't have much time to actually do much today. But looks like a lot of people are on the Discord this morning, kind of rocking and rolling. So that's great. I like that. And yeah, so the trade I actually took yesterday evening was at the opening of the Globex session. I think it was around close to 8 o'clock. It was around 7:30. Yeah, almost. I believe it was. Let me take a look here at my trade performance. Actually, I took, it was around 8:40, and then around 9:30, somewhere around there. But anyways, I ended up yesterday evening collecting 33 ticks, prior to even moving into the session this morning and doing any trading. So yes, you can trade anytime during the day, as long as the market's open Monday through Friday. Whether it's during the New York session, the Asian session, the London session, doesn't really matter. Yes, in the even times, especially around the Asian session, the volume is significantly lower. But still, if you know what you're doing and you follow price action and you look at it like me, I basically trade from a naked chart. Okay, a naked chart. I don't have anything on. I do not have to have anything on there, even though I have a few things on my chart. What you see is just cumulative delta in the volume profile. So yes, I like to see volume in the sense of looking at the volume histogram here on the left-hand side to kind of give me an idea how much volume has been traded in certain areas, as well as the cumulative delta, which is a level 2 indicator that pretty much gives you a, not saying direction, but it lets you know how much buying and selling is going on in the market at any particular time. So, you see like right here a lot of green, which means a lot of buying, or a lot of buy orders are placed into the market. And then you can kind of use that in conjunction with, whatever strategy you have. Like I'm a supply and demand style trader. So if you're here because you want to learn about supply, not say learn about supply and demand because I'm not an educator or instructor, but you can learn through watching my videos, because in my videos I actually show you, as especially when I do my live recorded sessions here, you actually see me taking trades. I discuss why I took those trades as I'm taking them as well, and I guess kind of reflect back and let you know, what was my thought, what was my reason why I placed that trade. So, yeah, that's what this channel here is about. When you see me do my live recorded sessions, you can watch me trade the session, and I discuss why I took those trades. I just don't. I'm not one of those traders that just sit here and just take trades, okay? Or, say, hey, the market's ripping, and then boom, I get into a trade, or whatever the case is. I actually explain to you why I took those trades. I break it down in detail and let you know my inside thought of why I took that actual trade surrounding the strategy I use, which is supply and demand, okay? All right. So, yes, yesterday evening, I collected 33 ticks. Made 33 ticks yesterday evening, and I'm going to go back and reflect and show you those trades here in a second. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Give me one moment here. You can see it here on the charts, of course, right now. The area, because I believe I marked it off. Yeah, right here, okay? So there was actually, it was kind of tough yesterday looking at the market because, what did it do? I mean, if you look at a higher time frame, say for instance, for me, I'm looking at the 60 range chart. Some of you guys may look at an hour chart. Some people may look at a 2 hour or 4 hour. Really doesn't matter. Excuse me, as long as you are following and staying in kind of the path or direction of the higher time frame. So yesterday, what did we see? The market just ripping to the upside, right? And I always like to start by kind of giving an insight and going back, reflecting the day before to see what happened. And yesterday was just a bullish day. The market just green candle was closing one after another, up, pushing, busting to the upside. And we didn't get a pullback until yesterday evening. So I believe that was the area as far as where I kind of took my trade from. And I was looking for a pullback to an area of demand. We didn't really get it off of the higher time frame. So when I don't see it on my higher time frame, my 60 range chart, see where we're in the area of supply and demand, then I start looking at the 12 and pairing that with my 4 range chart. So most days when I'm trading, if we're hitting an area of supply and demand off of the 60 range chart. Got tongue twisted, guys. Sorry about that. And then if we're in an area of supply or in an area of demand, what I'm looking for then is to see if price is going to start breaking structure. And there goes that word again, breaking structure. Meaning I want to see it making structure and breaking structure, right? All right. So for all those that know what I'm saying, you know. If you go back and watch my videos, guys, if you're newcomers, you'll hear me say that time and time again, and I explain what that means. But anyways, so if I do not see anything on the higher time from the 60 range where we're hitting or into an area of supply and demand, then I start looking at my lower time frame, which would typically be my entry chart, to see if we have any area of supply and demand. In this case here, yesterday evening, I noticed when price was pushing higher towards the close of yesterday's session, it pulls back here, right? All right, it pulls back here, okay? Here's an area of demand. I marked it right here, okay? This box right here. Price taps into it. At that point there, I'm going over looking at my lower time frame chart, the 4 range. So I found an area of demand off my 12 range chart. Now I need to go to a lower time frame to see what's going to happen, okay? All right, so I switched over to my 4 range chart. Let's see if we can find that area. That was the 28th yesterday, right? Okay, oh, sorry, right here. All right, so that area we're looking at was right here around 7, almost 8 o'clock, which is, let's see, right here in this time area right here, in this zone right here, okay? All right, the same demand zone right here off the 12 range is where price pull back here on the 4 range. Now, what I just said to you earlier about making and breaking structure means, for me, I got to see it start breaking, meaning forming swings to the upside, meaning making higher highs and higher lows, all right? So it started doing that here once it tapped back into this zone here, or this demand zone here on the 12 range, but it didn't. The second part is I got to see it start breaking through structure, okay? All right? So it came down here, pulled back, didn't make a lower low here really, kind of wicked out here at the bottom. But this is a swing, pushed up, pulled back, broke higher. But it's got to break through some area of structure first if I want to see a pullback, okay? So we hit the area of demand on the 12 range. Boom, I know we're there. Step 2, I need to start see if it's going to start making structure and also breaking prior structure swings over here as it moves to the upside. All right, so it pushed up, pulls back, right? Okay, but here's the thing. Eventually, I want to see it break through this area of structure right here as it's making structure, meaning making higher highs and higher lows to the upside. It does eventually. Not right here, it doesn't immediately, but it does do it where it pushes up here, pulls back, breaks higher, okay? Breaks higher, pulls back, and then breaks higher, breaking above this area here. That means it's cleared structure, it's broke through structure as it was making structure to the upside, okay? What are we doing now? The last step that I look for is for price to pull back now to a demand zone that I'm marking here, okay? So I mark my first level of demand off my 12 range chart. Then what I want to start seeing price do once it's hit the demand zone here, in this case, off the higher time frame, which I'm using off the 12 range chart, I got to see price start making structure and breaking through structure or breaking above structure on its way back to the upside. And it does that as it moves higher. It takes out structure as it's making structure to the upside. Then it pulls back. Here's where we want to mark the area of demand, off the higher time frame, okay? Price pushed up, the lower time frame. Price pushes up here, pulls back, breaks higher, boom. This area right here, let's see where we got it at. Pulls up here, make sure, okay? I'm making sure. It's pretty much this area right here, okay? This area right here is now, I mark my demand zone off of the 4 range chart. I want to see price come back to the lower end of the leg here where price pushed up here. I want to see it come back here. That's why I have this purple line here. That's why I marked this zone here. When it came back to this area right here, okay? When it comes back to this area, you could go long at the close of the green candle, take it back up to the high right here, okay? So you get in here at 94 or 95, take it back up to 102, all right? Take it back up to, I think I said 102. Oh, let's see here. So this was the, let's see. Yeah, so take it back up to this area right here, back up to the high. Price pulls, it came here, rejects, take it back up to the most recent high, which is right here, right? Which is this area right here on the 12 range chart. Now, I believe it was also another little trade that I took too. So that was the entry there. But prior to that happening, there was a little swing area right here, tiny little swing area off the 4 range. So when price hit this area of demand on the first test right here around 730, which is, I believe was right in this area, close in this area right here. It's a little swing sitting right here, okay? Price pushes down, doesn't make another lower low, really kind of just wicks out here with these wicks, but it makes this low here, then it turns around, pushes up, starts making structure to the upside, pushes higher, makes a higher high here, taking out this little swing here on the 4 range. The moment price comes back, okay, comes back, we'll delete this, to this zone, where we at, rectangle, comes back to this zone right, let's see, right here, okay, right here, green candle closes, take the trade back up to the prior high, which is this area here, and then you look at your 12 range as well. So if the action happens right here, where I'm getting ready to go long at on the pullback, which here is going to be at 8 o'clock, which would be pretty much it was this candle right here. Right here, I can take it back up to the high right here, but also I look at my 12 range chart and I see, okay, well, there's some untested area in a sense where price could actually push a little higher. Okay, so I'm in the trade pretty much right here. I take it back up to this next swing high pretty much off the 12 range chart. So you got to kind of see that in a sense. But those are my trade entries last night. And so I was able to get into a trade on the pullback here. Then I believe I took 3 trades actually last night because when price pushed up higher here, broke through this area here, pulls back, okay, demand zone at the 4 range, went long, taking it back up to the most recent high. But then I saw over here where price has an opportunity to come up to the most recent or the an untested area pretty much on a swing level on the 12 range. So I stayed into it until price got back up to around about 98 or something like that. And then, okay, then it pulls back again. All right, I'm in the trade again. Comes back for a second retest. Boom. Got into the trade again. Take it back up to the highs again. So I got into a trade here, here, and then here. Okay, so let's look at today's market or the session this morning and see what we have um, going on this morning. So let's see. So last night where I took those trades at after the market pulled back here, now we got the market moving higher. So it's taking out resistance again, pushing higher. All right. So we're jamming to the upside right now. So my bias would be to be looking for long entries on pullbacks to certain levels or certain zones, supply and demand. Correct, right? That's how I trade now. Maybe you trade different, but I'm a supply and demand style trader. So to me, that's just I want to be in the move when the move is happening. When the move is, when it first started happening. I don't chase the market. I don't take breakouts. That's just highly too risky. You'll break out if you're a breakout trader. I'm not knocking you, but that's just not how I trade. All right. So now we're pushing higher. We're hitting up against an area of volume on the higher time frame, as you can see, the 60 range, and so the market actually opened up around this area right here. Okay. So, oops. Sorry about that. Kind of squeezing my charts together. And then looks like we pull back. We made a low here. Okay. After breaking some structure to the downside. So, we continued yesterday evening after I took my trades and got out the market to break lower. I mean, we're making lower lows and lower highs, breaking through structure. Finally, we actually broke through this low right here where I took the bounce off that demand zone. It turns back around, pushes higher, and starts taking out structure back to the upside. So actually, this was a push up, deep swing back, retracement to push higher. So the market is still bullish to me. So now what I would be looking for, to be honest, would be if price comes back to this area right here. Be honest, if we got to pull back to this area off the 60 range, this demand zone right here, because there's a lot of buying that came out of here, then I'd be interested, which is in this area right here on the 12 range. That same purple line is that purple line right there. I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. So at this point, I may be trying to look for quicker entries or smaller entries to get into off the lower time frame, which is the 12 range chart. Okay, this is my 24 range chart, and we possibly could be looking for something maybe to happen in this zone right here. The price comes back down to it. Why I call that an area? This is a little demand zone right here. Right here is a little high volume area. So I always tell you, wait for price to come back to it. Okay, demand zone, and buy, and we look for opportunities to buy at the lower edge of a high volume area. Same thing here. This red line is the red line right here. Wait for price to come back to the lower edge right here. Okay, and then look for your opportunity on rejection to go long. So that's what I'm waiting on right now. I'm gonna see at this point here if price is going to pull back to this area right here. Okay, all right. So let's see if we're going to get a pullback to this area right here. All right. More so, I like to say it come maybe around the 4110, 4109 area. Okay. All right. Now what we see now is price pulling back to resistance. Okay. And this is basically a break and retest here. I don't like to take break and retest as much unless I get full on rejection from the higher time frame. I mean, excuse me, unless I get full on rejection and notice it, even on a lower time frame. But I want to see price pull back to the area of demand. All right, so we'll just wait it out. Okay, so we pull back to this little demand zone sitting right here, and I'm looking and waiting to see the areas right here. Okay, and I'm looking to see if price is going to reject this now on my 4 range chart, this area here. So this is a little area. Okay, give me a second, guys, because I may be going to go long here. Just wait and see what price is going to do. All right, I'm long. And 18. Okay, here we go. I think I was marking that zone, wasn't I? Right here. So first contract's filled. Let's see if we can get up to the 1850. Might pull back before it goes up. So 18. I'm looking for, okay, one more tick away. Come on, baby. So it could pull back. I don't really want to see it. It could actually come down to this area here lower. So I have to be mindful of that as well. Let's see if we can get filled here. One more tick, baby. Come on. It's bouncing for me. So, okay, I might just go ahead and take it. Ah, look at it. Pull back that hard. Okay. All right. Push up. It's hitting off of 18 flat. Doesn't want to feel me, does it? It's bouncing. So it could try to push lower, pull back to this area right here. Before wanting to maybe push up higher. So we'll see if we get cleared here. If not, I may go ahead and clear this, close this little trade here out. Come on. Yeah, oops. Let me go ahead and see if I can close this out right quick. Pulling back now. Yep, it's pulling back. All right, it's no problem. Looking for it to come up and test. It's probably going to come up and probably test around 19.5. There we go. Okay, we got filled. All right, so it's probably going to come up here and test this little area here, the high here off the 12 range. So, let's see. Today's 29th. Okay, it's picking up 8 quick ticks right there. So I got a total from yesterday's evening session going to Globex to going into the session here this morning. So we're at 41 ticks right now. All right. So I'm thinking it's going to push a little higher. It could pull back here first before it does that. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get filled here. 19.25. Yes, I'm going in again. I'm looking to get filled. I probably need to, let's see. Yeah, it may pull back though. It's got an opportunity to come back down to this area here and maybe even push lower. So we'll see. Yeah, it could push lower. It could come lower. I'm in this trade a little higher than I normally want to be in a trade at or entering at. So, yeah, let's do this. I'm just gonna scalp real quick. Okay, first contract. It's bouncing right there. It's right here at the back up top, hitting the highs up here. So it's probably gonna push lower now. I'm gonna scalp. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. All right. Finally got filled there. We're back up here, so I'm gonna stand down because we are back up here to the top right here almost, and we're at the upper portion of this high volume area. So I'm just scalping, quick scalps right now. I know. So that was 6 ticks right there. All right. All right. So, okay. So I'm up 47 right now. That's just 14 from this morning, and then 33 from yesterday evening. So I count, I'm counting my as the market reopened yesterday evening into today's session pretty much together. All right. So as I mentioned, that trade was inspired by a pullback to an area demand off the 12 range chart. Here's the area demand. I'll go over to my 4 range, that same area right here. If I click on it and Click on all charts. It's going right here. Price comes back to it. It misses it by just a tick or whatever case is. But that's to me that's a solid area to look for an entry. Pulls down here, makes a low, breaks back higher, breaks through structure on the way back up. Basically, you look for as price pushed higher, taking this area right here out, making structure and breaking through structure on the way up to the upside. Pulls back long right here at 17. You can take it back up to the highs right here. Okay, so there's definitely 2.5, 3 points that you could actually gotten out of that trade there, that move there. It's kind of tight area because we're close back to the highs once you got in here, but still there's at least 2.5, maybe 3 if you would really held it out. Okay, all right, and that's one thing for me is like as traders we're always trying to improve upon our style of trading, whatever the case is, and my thing is really trying to one thing I'm really working on myself is really trying to hold my trades longer, pretty much. All right, so the market's dumping lower, pushing lower. We're at today's VPOC. We are moving into kind of pushing lower, trying to maybe possibly hit this area of demand I was talking about in the 60 range. But right now we are currently in a little area. Let's see, a little demand zone here. Let's see here. Is it? Just trying to, yeah, little area right here. Price is bouncing off of. So we'll see here. Okay, gotta be careful though because we have resistance right above us. So gotta be careful. Okay. Yeah. I'm missing it. I'm missing it already. Okay. I'm long. I'm long. My scalp. Yeah, I'm long. It could pull back. All right, hit my first target. I'm gonna take out here if the price can get another stab for 1 point here. It could pull back to this area right here, the VPOC is, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to take this little point right here. All right, grab that point right there. Back up here to this area, small little area of resistance right here. So be careful. We got a little swing sitting there. So there was rejection right there. Okay, now price can pull back to this little zone right here. Okay, right here the VPOC is. If it does, I may take a second entry here. We'll see. Okay. I'm looking at Discord as well, guys. There's a lot of good information and activity going on in the Discord this morning. So, again, if you're interested in joining the Discord, just find the link to the Discord community for traders here in this community down below in the description portion of this video. We are. I don't know if I'll take this trade because we're already kind of too close to the VPOC too. So I'm gonna stand down right now. I'm gonna stand down. All right, let's see if we get a bounce here. I'll go on one little contract. Might come down a little lower, so I'm gonna scale in with another contract. If we can push a little lower, we'll see. And bounce at the VPOC. Yep, I'm trading right at the VPOC. Dangerous, I know that. Okay, I'm gonna scalp though. Come on, baby. There we go. All right, scalping real quick. All right. So yeah, there was a I entered along, It's a little long right here, but it's iffy. I'm gonna be honest with you because we're at the VPOC, so I always tell you guys I don't suggest trading at the VPOC at all. Yeah, so the market is trying to look like push a little lower. We see here on the 4 rank, but we're dead smack at the VPOC, and I'm not gonna do anything else at this moment. That was risky what I did. Very risky. But we are in a little area here on the 12 rank, little area of demand, small area right here below the high volume area. But I'm staying down because I don't like the area that we're in right now, being surrounded by the VPOC. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this video here up, this session here up, and go ahead and get this uploaded to you guys, which you guys are probably already watching now. But yeah, if you're trading, please be safe in the market, and I'll see you guys the next video on Monday morning or Monday next week. So take care and have a great weekend.